Okay, hello guys. I'm going to be doing a new section to my rotation. My month, well, it's going to be a monthly rotation now. It used to be a weekly rotation. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I thought I might start doing this new thing I'm going to try, where basically I describe my top 3 games that I have played this month. And tell you why, tell you you know what I've been doing this month, how I think it went, and also tell you a little bit about the updates that have, well, not updates, the releases in fact, that of the games of this month, this current month, so that being February, and the upcoming month, which will be March. That's telling you how I found they were. But I'm going to be telling you about the games I've either seen, watched a little bit of, or played. I will not be doing all the games. So for example, if I look at the release list that, if you remember in the update video for Christmas, when we did the 100th video, we used Wikipedia actually. On the first 3 are Retro City Rampage, Unchained Blades, and Anarchy Reigns. I did not play any of these, therefore cannot talk about them. The first one I can actually talk about is Field Runners 2. Oh no, I'm looking in January. January is an example. Devil, the DMC, Temperon 2, Ni no Kuni I can talk a little bit about, Structure Zero I can talk about, Dungeon Land I can talk a little bit about, Hitman I can talk a little bit about, Little Inferno I can talk about. That's it, and they're all games I've either played or I have looked at about buying, because when I actually buy, anyone who, well, I'm not sure if anyone knows me, but people who have seen me when I'm trying to buy something know I go into very in-depth detail before buying things. I don't want to waste money, I don't like wasting money, so I look into extreme detail before buying games, so that can kind of give you a little bit of an insight when I do that. And as I said, I'll also talk about what will be coming up in the next month, so that being March for this month. And okay, so that's what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. It'll probably run I'll look through, and because I didn't do one in January, maybe I'll look at January's as well. So I'll look at January's, February's, and March. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Before we do any of that, I will start by explaining the new rotation system. Before, I used to do a fortnight rotation system, where I used to do a let's play and then a review of the game. I did that with FTL and Chivalry in the month of February, I do believe. Yep, February. Did it with FTL and then I did it with Chivalry. I think we're going to do it with Assassin's Creed 3. I was just about to record that before I do this. So that's how it used to run. Now how it will run is the first 2 Fridays. It'll still be on Fridays. The first 2 Fridays of the month, because Friday's my designated time. My person, you know, like it's still Jacob Monday, Tuesday. Me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, and then duos Wednesday, Thursday, then me Friday. I will be doing a let's play every week 1. I will be doing a review every week 2. Week 3 will be a general day. It could be a let's play, it could be a series. I might start a series. It could be anything. It could be something more varied, like what I'm doing now is a little bit more varied. It could be on a issue within gaming. It could be anything, or just something I found good to talk about on Reddit or something interesting. I've been using Reddit a little bit actually. I'm not too into it at the moment, but I don't know. I'm getting interested in it. Now, what else? Yes, and then on the 4th week, gets to my main point. Sorry. On the 4th week will be this. It'll be the top. I'm going to call the top 3. Basically, I talk about the top 3 games I played that month. They can change. They can stay the same. Just the top 3 games I played that month and why. And then I'll also talk about the current month's releases, as I said, games I've either looked at or played, and then the following month's releases. I probably will only be talking about Windows Windows releases or iOS releases, maybe PS3 releases. So, let's get down to it. First, I can talk about January's releases, which were on the 10th, Field Runners 2. Got hiccups, that's not good. Field Runners 2, I own the iOS version, it was ported to Windows. It's basically a tower defense game. It looks alright, not too bad, basically that's what it is. The tower defense game was good. Wasn't the best tower defense game around, but obviously it was popular enough to get a Windows port. If you like tower defense, check it out. I don't know about buying it. I think it's probably only good enough. It's not, unless they added stuff to it, I'd say it's only dynamic enough for an iOS game. Then on the 15th, DMC, Devil May Cry, the prequel to the first four, was released on PS3 and Xbox 360. It was then released on the 25th for a Windows DMC Devil May Cry port. Don't ask me why it was released 10 days later. It just was. From what I saw of it, it looked fairly easy for a Devil May Cry game. Obviously, actually, I don't want to say that because there was a lot of difficulty of what I saw of the game. I didn't actually play it. I might have done it. I might have played it at Eurogamer. Can't remember if it was there or not. Don't know. I did see a little bit of it though, so looking into buying it, but I never did in the end. I'm not too into shooters, or well, not shooters, sorry, fighters. Getting on shooters within the fighter, the guns were apparently not vital at all. You never needed to use them. It wasn't worth using them. They were very underpowered. So apparently it was very easy to get a very high score. It wasn't as difficult anymore, but apparently there was a lot of difficulty levels, so I don't see what the complaining is about. I think there is a difficulty level where opponents die in one hit, but so do you, which seems a laugh. That's all I can really say about the game for certain. It looked like a decent fighter game. If you like the fighter game, it looked like it was a good game. It looked like there was long corridors of fighting. You know, just a very linear game, just full of fighting and a few puzzles. You know, very basic puzzles. Moving on the 22nd, actually on the 17th of January, Temple Run 2 was released for iOS, which I have basically been addicted to ever since. I downloaded it after I saw a few friends playing it, and I have completed basically all of it. If I go on to it now, under updates, I have got every character, every ability, and upgraded every ability up to the last upgrade on Pick Up Spawn, last upgrade on Save Me, and last upgrade on Head Start. I've got everything else. My stats: highest score 9.2 million, longest run 20,000, most coins 10,000, total games 681, total distance 1.8 million, total coins 460,000, if that means anything to you, and hopefully it's just not a load of numbers. So yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot. It's very good. It's a big advancement on the last one. Didn't enjoy the last one a lot. Big advancement on the graphics and the actual how the updates work. Not updates, sorry. How the upgrades work. I like it. It's more like a talent tree. If I was going to liken it to anything more than just buy one, use it once, buy it again, use it once, kind of thing. Which is kind of all I got, and it's just a lot more fun. Moving on, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Sorry, too many W's. Not good with alliteration. Apparently it was very good. I watched a little bit of anime, and Studio Ghibli. I'm not sure if I've ever watched a Studio Ghibli show. I haven't watched many anime anyway, but it really goes as far as Cowboy Bebop, and that's about it, really. Intriguing. But Ni no Kuni was apparently done by Studio Ghibli, which is the people who did Spirited Away, if I'm not mistaken, who are very renowned for their great animation style. And if you've seen it, you know, that's they should be. It's very good animation style. Okay. Just... Okay. So yeah. It looked very good. I didn't really see much gameplay, but the animation looked really good and very unique. And not unique like in Dishonored unique or Borderlands unique. It was very animated, which is kind of what Studio Ghibli you'd expect from them, because they're not a video game animator as far as I know. Moving on, and that was released on the 22nd of January, if I haven't said that already. January the 23rd, Strike Suit Zero and The Cave. Can't say much for The Cave, released on XBLA, whatever. Oh, is that the Xbox? Ah, it's Xbox Store. Strike Suit Zero on Windows. That's basically you're a suit and you're flying around. Basically, a transformer flying around in a ship, and then you can transform into a suit, and you get enough energy points, whatever you want to call it, mana even. All the same thing, really, isn't it? It looked good. Apparently, it was a little bit linear. The music sounded okay. I remember the music actually was quite good. It looked cool. To be honest, it looked really fun. It looked very much like I said in FTL, why I played FTL a lot, because you could kind of get into it very easily, and it wasn't too tense. It was tense, but at the same time you could relax into it. It kind of looked like that. It was tense, at the same time you can relax into it. It wasn't like a full-on Battlefield, Call of Duty. You have to pay attention. There's a lot of tension going on all the time. Chivalry kind of thing. Okay. Cave was then released for Windows and Mac on the 24th. I don't know what that is. Temple 2 was then released on the 24th for Android. Dungeon Land was then released on the 29th for Windows. I looked a little bit at this to look into it. I think it was priced at 15 quid, but it doesn't look bad. But as long as you can afford, your friends can also afford that, because it looked like the single player was very lonely. It didn't look like it was terribly fun to play on your lonesome. I wouldn't play it on your own. I would play with other people because the multiplayer looks so much better. That's all I can really say on it. It looks like a new, fun, you know, like there's one person against the other three characters. You're on a team, and and that one person's got to stop them from going through the dungeon, you know, just killing them pretty much. It looks fun. It looks like it's a new dynamic, being done fairly well, actually. It looks fun. It looks pretty good. I'd pay £15 for that as long as other people had the game too. I wouldn't buy it just for my own, and I don't think Jacob's going to be buying it anytime soon. I don't think any of my friends will be buying it anytime soon, so probably not. Hitman HD Trilogy, Xbox and 360. Why was that not released? PC. Let me just see. I'm actually on its webpage. It's not its webpage. Okay. Hitman Drill Pack. It includes Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, Hitman Contracts, Hitman Blood Money. I did play Hitman Absolution. I liked it. It was good. So yeah, if that's anything to go by, then I'd pick it up, depending on the price. That seems to be fairly good. Three good games. You know, it's very tactical. I think if you like that type of game, then go for it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's very tactical. You still need shooter elements in it. You still need to go around shooting people up a little bit. You still need to be wary of how you do it and how often you do it. And it's got a couple of cool mechanics in it, like the disguise and instinct mechanic. Moving on the 31st, the Anti-Chamber game for Windows. I played a little bit of this. I think it's a little bit overpriced for what it offers. I don't think there's enough gameplay in it for the price, so I didn't pick it up. But it looks like a fairly new game with a lot of new dynamics and elements to it. I think it's good. I think it's a new game that will actually bring something new to the table of video games and video game industry. I would pick it up, but I would pick it up for about 5 quid less. I think Jacob agreed with me on that. we'll probably actually pick it up during a Steam set, because I like that type of game that kind of changes your perspective of reality, which is it's said to do. It's basically a strategy game. Well, not a strategy game. It's like a mind-warping mind explosion game. Blows your mind, and you have to kind of think around your mind. If that makes sense. It really does. Little Inferno released for iOS. I think that would work well. Little Inferno looked like a really good game. It looked like one of those games like FTL, except without the tension. You can relax into it. It's kind of just a game you play, just to play. It was. I think it was built for iOS. To be honest, I think it's one of those iOS games where there's no story to it. Well, there was a story to it actually. I'm mistaken. There was a story to it. It's quite in-depth, like one of those stories, like a metaphorical story. So yeah, it did have a story. But I think it was kind of built for iOS because there's that type of game where you need to unlock things, and you just unlock things by playing the game, and the more you play the game, the more you unlock things, and you get achievements. It's just that type of game. So I think it'll work well on iOS as long as it's priced reasonably and not priced the same as Windows, because it was like 10 quid on Windows. Hopefully it's not 10 quid on iOS, because I wouldn't buy it. Let's see, Dead Space 3 moving into February. Dead Space 3 on Windows, PS3, Xbox 360. Actually, that's all in one day. The 5th was released for all platforms, Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 looked good. It seems to introduce some new mechanics that I like. I like the fact that apparently when you reload, if you've got 3 bullets left, it doesn't just add on those extra 2 bullets. Because if you're in a war zone and you've got 3 bullets left, if you throw away those 2 bullets, they're gone. You're not going to get them back. So I like the fact that it's introduced that. I've always wondered why they never did that in other games. I think that's a nice addition. So yeah, it looked good from what I can see. I didn't play any of Dead Space 1 and 2, but I think everybody knows what Dead Space is really. I think you can kind of see what you're expecting. You know what you're expecting. It doesn't really look like it differs much in genre from the first 2 games, where it was survival thriller, but at the same time you had a gun, so it wasn't Amnesia. Let's see. On the 12th, Aliens Colonial Marines was released. Aliens Colonial Marines was a massive flop apparently. It didn't go too well. There didn't seem to be all the elements they promised wasn't introduced. It didn't seem like it was worth buying, and everybody who picked it up apparently didn't get what they wanted. Apparently the AR was rather crappy, the graphics were rather crappy, the single player was even worse, and the AI kind of walked into walls, got in your way in general, and it wasn't the multiplayer experience that everybody thought they were getting. And that was released on Windows, PS3 and Xbox 360. Now, Crysis 3 on Windows, Xbox and PS3 was released on the 19th of February and the 22nd in England, I believe, and the 21st in Europe. I don't know why they did that, they just did. Crysis 3 looks really good. I'll probably pick it up. The multiplayer looks really fun. I played the multiplayer at Eurogamer. It looks really fun. I really like it. I probably will actually pick it up, mainly for the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is brilliant. It's a very high specification machine. I use Can You Run It. If anyone's interested, you go on that website. It tells you if your PC can run high level games. I can actually run this game, but just about, and I can run pretty much everything at high specifications just fine, like at 60 frames per second, 1080p. This game, I make it about high. It kind of grades it based on like a bar. So you've got slow, you've got minimum, and you have maximum. Every game I've tried so far, I have maximum on this computer. Apart from this game, I'm halfway between minimum and maximum, and it's requested that I get a better graphics card. So it seems a very high specification game. I've heard that you should lower the graphics from very high to high because you get a better frame rate. So yeah, sounds good. I'll probably pick it up. The single player looks great. The multiplayer looks great. It looks like it's a vast improvement from Crysis 2, which is always good. I'm not saying Crysis 2 was a bad game, because it wasn't, but it was a very good. It seems like they've improved everything, which is, you know, you can always do that. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. From what I've heard, this wasn't on Windows actually, only on the PS3 and Xbox 360. From what I've heard, this game is mediocre. I can't say much about it. I didn't really hear much about it. I was given a poster, a Eurogame, just for free. I never put it up. Didn't care. Didn't ask for it. I just give it to you, and you don't want to say no. It's free stuff. Are you crazy? So yeah, why not? I don't know. Mediocre. What I've heard from it. Look into it. Really, I'm not too sure. I never really looked at it or looked into it. So. Yeah, as far as I know, it was a good game. Let's see. I think that is it. I think that's it for the last 2 months. Releases and what I think on most of them. So let's move into March and what I thought of March's releases and what I think they'll do and how I think they'll go. Okay, let's see. A lot of these are just ports. For on the 5th, there's a lot. SimCity's released for Windows and Mac. That will be brilliant, I reckon. No, I never really played a Sims game, but everybody's saying it looks really good. Sims 3 University Life is also releasing on the same day for Windows and Mac. Why they did that, nobody knows. They're not going to buy 2 Sim games at the same time. Tomb Raider on the 5th as well. Windows, PS3 and Xbox 360. Should I pick this up? I do not know. I might pick it up, but I'm also buying Crysis 3 lately, so I'm not sure whether or not I will do, because it looks fairly similar in gameplay aspects, but it seems like it'll be an interesting pick-up. So. And also an interesting reboot to the series, so I probably will pick it up. Maybe. We'll see. I'll have a look at my files. Let's see. God of War Ascension, PS3. This is meant to be a prequel as well, I believe. I don't really know much about it. I think it'll probably be as good as every other God of War game. So puzzles. A little bit of puzzling, a little bit of a lot of fighting, and a lot of gore. That'll probably be it. I've only ever played one of God of War games, so don't know much about that. StarCraft 2: Heart of the Swarm. This looks good. So I played StarCraft 2, but I never really got into it. So yeah, I can't really say much about it. It looks. Everybody's saying it looks good enough for you know, a Blizzard StarCraft 2 game, so I think it'll be fine. And then a lot of Wii U stuff being ported over. Need for Speed Most Wanted, an example. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Gears of War Judge, not Gears of War Judgment, for Xbox 360. Oh no, Gears of War game. Gears of War, I never really played the first one, never had an Xbox 360, so never really did. But so I can't really say much about that. Lego City Undercover, again Wii U port. Bioshock Infinite on the 26th, and Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel on PS3 and Xbox 360. Bioshock Infinite releasing on all the platforms that matter: PS3, Xbox 360, and Windows. I think it'll be good. I think Jacob will probably buy it, so maybe he'll do a video on it. He's did play the first 2 games, so I think he'll play this one. I think he'll buy this one. It looks really good actually. I'll probably buy it. All the trailers look amazing. It looks. Apparently you're in the sky now, is it, or instead of being under the sea? It looks really good. I'd probably buy it, but I haven't played the first few, so I'm not as interested. Lost Planet 3. I played this at Eurogamer. I'll probably pick it up. It looks really good. I liked it. Well, it doesn't look really good, but it looks good. It looks like a kind of game that I'd like. It's kind of a game where you kind of get in your... It's a mech game, and you get in your mech and kind of traipse around the city. And kind of on a lost planet, as the name suggests. You're on a wasteland and you're kind of going through, drilling through, looking for exploring, and you can kind of get out your mech whenever you like and get around and gun stuff and shoot stuff, and there's kind of a few good boss battles, that type of thing. So it looks good. And then I might pick it up. And then Metro Last Light on Windows, PS3 and Xbox 360 is also set to be released in sometime in March. It hasn't been given a date. So that is all of the games in March and what I think they might do and how they might go. I will probably do another game like this, not game, sorry, another thing like this later on, where I talk about how they actually went in March, like I was doing for January and February. Now, back onto my top 3, like I said I would do. Top 3 games I've played this month, that means in February. What top 3 games have I been playing that I have enjoyed the most and played the most? Well, not played the most, because I played Assassin's Creed 3 a lot, but I do not agree it was one of the best games I've played. Top 3 games I've played this month are Chivalry Medieval Warfare. I've been playing that a lot. I know it came out ages ago, but as I said before, I can say I'm allowed to pick it because it's the top 3 games I enjoyed this month, not top 3 games that came out this month, mind you. Portal 2 I've been playing a lot with Jacob, which I've enjoying. I enjoy the aspect that it's the co-op, especially the room at the back, because Jacob hasn't done it before, so I'm kind of more involved this time. Rather than Jacob trying to remember how he did it before, it's me and him trying to work it out together. Go check that co-op play throughout. That seems really fun. And the Faster Than Light FTL. I really enjoyed this game as well recently. I think it's done really well for itself. Again, it came out ages ago, but I'm still enjoying it. Check out my review and my let's play of that. So yeah, I think that's yeah, I think that's how it's gone. I think that's how everything went this month. So yeah, top 3: Chivalry Medieval Warfare, Portal 2 and FTL Faster Than Light in no numerical order. That's no order. I enjoyed all those most, you know, there doesn't need to be a numerical order because I played them all and loved them all equally. So yeah, that's the video. That's the first one I'll do. I'm not sure if there'll be more after this. I'm not sure if I'll release this. If you're listening to it, then I did. Remember to breathe out. I'm going to stop soon. My voice is starting to hurt. So yeah, I enjoyed doing this, but I'm not sure how well I think it went. I enjoyed doing it. I don't know. I might release it and see how it went. Like ponder over it for another month. So let's do another one and see whether or not I want to do it. If I don't want to do it, then I'll probably go back to the fortnights, unless I like doing these series, in which case I'll do a 3-week thing. But we'll see. So yeah, I enjoyed doing it. I'm not sure how many more I'll do after this. You'll have to wait and see. But for now, see ya.